Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest All-Star Archives 10 Years Trove. This is my personal weekly highlight collection within Dreams, and I'm going to try to play through it as fast as I can. We're going to start off with Tales from Darktown, an exciting new release from Dirty Flusher, and the third game within their Darktown RPG series. This is a sort of PS1 era inspired RPG series. The previous entries have had combat. This one focuses more on story and racing, and it's got a kick-ass soundtrack from Prince Tower. Just listen to this music here. This is pure buddy cop movie stuff, isn't it? Now, if you tuned into Thursday's stream, you may have heard them doing a bit of voice acting to this. I gather that was a lot of fun. But there's no, I'm not going to do the voice acting for anyone just now. And I'm going to actually skip through this dialogue as fast as I can for the purpose of this showcase, just so we can show more of the game in action. But look at this style here, look at these characters. It's obviously a similar style to the previous Darktown games, but it's just so well done. Love the work of Dirty Flusher, and it's great to see them team up with Dino and Prince Tara. Now again, we're going to skip through this conversation just for the sake of the showcase. The idea is that you will go and play this for yourself, and you will absorb all of this dialogue. I'm just trying to show you the key moments here. The dialogue's really cool, it's really fun, and this music, oh. So here we go, we're in a racing game, and this is fun. It's obviously reminiscent of the old PS1 era RPGs that did have various minigames within their overall game. I love the idea that this stream is going to be episodic with more episodes coming over time, telling the story, and that different episodes can even have different types of gameplay inside of them. I know I'm not using my boost, but I don't need it, not this time, and then there we go. There we go, we are the winners. Beautiful, great job. Now the story continues, and fairly soon we will be at the end of this chapter. I'm just going to skip forward a little bit more so I can show you another treat hidden within this gem. Because it does also feature Metal Eagles by Paulo Limeras, which is of course a dream unto itself that has also featured within other Darktown games in the past. But here we go, here's, it's inside of this as well as a little Easter egg. With its own scoreboard as well. Let's give this a try, here we go, I'm probably already overrunning for my time, but let's give this a proper go. It would be a shame to say we need to move on. So let's give this a wee go here. See if we can better our previous score. Now the combo is key. I actually shouldn't be killing things so fast, but it's okay. Yep, there we go. I wanted the R. Yeah, let's go for a P. I'll have a P please, Bob. Thank you. May as well just keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. I'm not as good at this as I am at things such as Gaia-Hawk or Starfighter Gemini. But I'm not bad, so let's just see how far we can go. Let's try and set a new personal best. But this is really cool from Paulo Lemaris, right? I know it's not a new dream, but just the fact that it's available in full inside another dream is a really cool thing. I love to see dreamers do these sorts of collaborations to add content to each other's things. I love the idea of an arcade game inside a game, inside a game, inside a game, you know? Okay, there we go, there's the rate up again. We're doing not bad though, we're doing not bad. We've definitely done a lot worse at this in the past. I actually just saw Dirty Flusher pop up in the chat, which is fun. Good evening, Dirty Flusher. Yeah, I want power. Here we go. Yeah, we're doing not bad, I'm totally overrunning my time here. It's supposed to be like, you know, 70 games in 70 minutes or whatever, but you know what, we're just gonna go with the flow. Tonight's one might be a little bit longer, but it's fine. Oh, pay attention lad though, pay attention, right? Stop rambling. Oh yeah, oh I got the power, good. But now I need an S. I'm not even gonna say shield, lads, I just need an S. Oh, flip. I got distracted. I distracted myself, really. Also, this music from Dopefish kind of distracted me a bit. Oh, yeah, no. I mean, that's it. Look, I don't think this is a personal best, and, you know, we're not going to get much further because of all the power-ups that we've lost, so I think this is it. I should just call it a day. I should just retire from Metal Eagles right now. Yeah, there we go. Turns out it was a personal best by quite a lot actually, but I do have a far better score on the proper Metal Eagles. It's really cool. Now let's just move on and end this little showcase here. I do look forward to future episodes so much. I look forward to hitting the road with this character and entering more tournaments, maybe even getting into some fights along the way. Who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah, as I said earlier, If you check out last week's Media Molecule stream, you may have heard them doing some voice acting to this. I gather that was quite fun. But I'm not doing the voice acting just now for anyone. It's just a quick little showcase as part of our weekly highlight collection. That is Tales from Darktown, the brand new Dream, which will have future episodes added to it. It's really great from Dirty Flusher, Dino X and Prince Tara. Really cool. Amazing stuff. And yeah, I hope everyone goes and checks it out. We will now move on to Maze Roller from a Brain, or rather Infinite Random Maze Roller. Now this is interesting because it takes a little while to load due to the randomly, the procedural nature of it. Every single level that you play is going to be different from the previous one. And also different from every level that everyone else plays. And that makes the scoreboard quite interesting because the scoreboard is for the time it takes to get to the end, but one person's level might be a lot harder than someone else's. And you could just spend all day like infinitely spawning levels in order to try and get like the perfect level that can get you just like the perfect time. If you're into scoreboards, it's almost like a slot machine in that respect. Now, here we go. I'm trying to work my way from the end. Yeah, cool, I think I've got it. Here we go. This is already not going to be a personal best though, simply because I believe that I have had more favourable mazes in the past, let's just say. But I think it's great, it's interesting, I love seeing procedural things. It is a new personal best, OMG. I love these procedural things. I think there's a lot of potential within Dreams for more things that are random, that offer more like replayability. Obviously we know Dreams is great for like narrative experiences and platformers and stuff, but I would love more roguelikes and stuff personally, as a big fan of the genre. And also just it's undeniable that they give players like ultimate replay sort of value and stuff when done correctly. And this is cool, this is a fun idea here. If you're into mazes, then this is the Dream for you. Let's see how this maze goes. I think I've got it, but it's not going to be a personal best. Because I've got to go all the way up here and around. It's fun though, it's fun figuring them out. Yeah, already we're over, you see. And like, we actually figured that out quite quickly, but it's just that the path, it was a long one. You know, it's unfortunate, but it's cool. There we go. It's Infinite Random Maze Roller from a Brain. Now, shall we have a little audio-visual break? Something that you may not know came out earlier this week is Let's Talk Dreams, a brand new series made within Dreams from Red Saikatsu. Episode 1 is Toon Week, and this version that's on Dreams is only about 2 minutes long. It's like a condensed, short, fun little version, but if you go to their YouTube, as advertised within the description here, you can watch like a full version that's approximately 8 minutes long and contains a lot more things, including Dreams recommendations to play. It is part of this week's Dreamview Weekly Roundup from ItsAllStar, alongside some other top titles. And yeah, let's check it out. Here we go.
Let's Talk Dreams.
Hello! Welcome everyone to the first ever Let's Talk Dreams, a very special show that each week brings you amazing dreams and creations from the Dreamiverse. And what's even better is each week is themed. For our first episode, this week's theme is Toon Style. So, dreams and assets that feature a cartoon art style will be featured. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's begin. Up first is One House by B. Simpler. Now, a few things to point out is, it's actually part of a set that costs 25% thermo. Easily reducible, this toon-style house fits any cartoon lover's needs, especially if you love classic Disney or Tim Burton. Next, we have the amazing cel-shaded lemon stand by Duckonomics. The art style is unique and hard to pull off in Dreams, but this cel-shaded look is perfect for many toon-style games, animations, and more. And for a whopping 1% thermo, you'll have so much room for other amazing assets. Third, we have the simple but elegant cartoon box by Agrafarin. Though the box is simplistic, its thermal cost of 1% means you can use this to fill areas like docks, warehouses, and factories. Sometimes it's best to go simple. Next up on the list, we have cel-shaded TV by The Last Cone. This stunning Toon TV lends you at 1% thermo and is perfect for home environments, or even something characters jump through to teleport. Your imagination is the limit. Last but certainly not least, we have Graphic Smoke by Infinidreams. This amazing style of smoke is very reminiscent of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. While I'm not sure if it was based on it or just inspired, this smoke will surely add character to any scene it's added to. And at 1% thermo? Come on! And that is our last creation. Next time, we'll have 5 toon-style dreams. That'll go up on YouTube, so be sure to follow so you're notified. And next time, we'll be back with a different theme and find out what creation won the fantastic MVC coin. Until then, everyone, bye!
Amazing, right? It's really cool. It's not the first time that there's been like a talk show within Dreams, but it's a really cool way of like showcasing some curated content and getting across to people what they should be playing. The full version on YouTube does also contain like recommendations of things to play and stuff. And by all means, go and check it out at some point. It's really cool. Now, let's move on to White Light from Daburkar. This is a creation that's been a long time within the making, and it came out a couple of weeks ago. This is the first time I've had it within my personal weekly highlight collection though. It's a long-form horror game in which you take the role of Detective Reggie Harper on a rare night off, a night full of dreamy reminiscence. It's very cinematic, and it's also very mature. I do have to say a lot of the content in this is quite mature. We're only going to be giving it a quick little showcase, but it's very well done. It's a good horror game if you are into horror games. So yeah, look, warning, this does contain potentially triggering mature themes, harsh language, and descriptions of the aftermath of violence, which may be inappropriate. There are also flickering lights in places. We're only going to be playing it for a moment or two just now. I will probably be doing a showcase of the entire game at some point. But this is just a quick little show for the sake of this collection. You know, I must warn that you know, it is a mature experience, but it's well done, and if you like those things, it is one that's worth playing, and you can spend literally a few hours playing it. So here we are. I should actually skip forward to some gameplay, because if we are showcasing it, then I don't know, let's just stick with the intro. Okay, so let's fix the sink and then get to the office. This character does a lot of soul searching throughout this game, and it's very interesting. I always find these sorts of things interesting. So, we left the tools at our daughter's place. Okay. What did we do with the bowls? See, Dan Burley, the creator of this game, is a magnificent writer. Like, a lot of this dialogue's really interesting, and there's not just this dialogue with this character, obviously there's other characters. There are also notebooks left throughout the game that you can find as optional collectibles, and in some cases these notebooks contain literally like 5 to 6 pages of full-on writing all about lore or characters, like past experiences. Like, there is a lot of writing within this game, and it's good writing, and it's all well done. It's also a bit mature though. It's just, you know, it's a warning that I have to keep giving, because it's just the truth. But it's good. It's well done, ultimately. And I think this probably is a good point just to like call it and to say to people, if this is intriguing you, then you should go and play it. It is well worth your time. You can see you can't see the amount of scenes here, but you can see that there's a space where all of these scenes are. This is a long form game. There's really a lot going on. You can play it for hours, and it's a really well put together dream map here as well. I love when people put a little bit of effort into the actual dream maps themselves. I love to see it. So that's White Light. Do go and check it out if that intrigues you. I will probably do a full playthrough at some point in the future. But we're now moving on to Amaretto Code from Sibo6319. And in this we have to save a captive princess. It's a world where time is stopped. What's interesting about this is that it actually came out quite a long time ago, and I thumbed it up quite a long time ago, but I noticed recently that it's been updated, and I played it, and the updates are really cool. Like, it was already quite cool to begin with, but it was also very short, and it's now no longer short. There's a bunch to do here. It's interesting. It is of course published by Zone, Zone High Dimensional Computer Entertainment. It's got their seal of approval. Now, again, it's science fiction. It's got nothing to do with the actual people or groups. It's got violent expressions, and there's no clear era setting. But that's cool. Just setting the scene here. We're about to do a little bit of walking and then a little bit of platforming. And then we're going to encounter like some really interesting and unique mechanics. But we are going to try to get through it as quick as we can just for this little showcase here. Where, you know, again, this is a game where in the future I can do an entire playthrough. But right now, we're just giving it a quick run. The camera is inverted by default. I'm a person who does prefer a non-inverted camera. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but that's okay. And I know you might be looking at this right now, thinking, yeah, this looks alright, this looks alright. but it gets a lot more interesting. A lot more interesting. And it is still an early access title. It's not in a full state of release yet. And I love to see our Asian creators as well. I love the style of the character. You can tell they've really had a rugged time. And I love this style here. Like, there's a lot of really cool things about this, and it's you know, like I keep saying, it's an early access title, and it's cool to see. Now, when I was saying earlier how it's about to get like more interesting and stuff, like look at this system here with the inventory, right? Look at this. Like, this is what we use to read things. You know, otherwise you're just running about, but hold L1 and you like scan things. Concentration mode, you know. There's a lot going on here, it's interesting. I can't wait to see how they like expand it and add even more. Oh, it's the camera that gets me though. Oh, yeah, look at this. Look at it all. There's so much going on. And it's got so much potential, and I urge people to just check it out. Maybe give it a thumb up if you think it's interesting. The more interest that people show in it, the more likely the creator is to carry on making it. And it is an interesting early access title. Now let's have a quick little audio visual. You may or you may not know that this week's Dream Sounds Jam is in collaboration with the Dream Flicks. People are being asked to make music on the theme of music lesson. However, that music lesson is going to take place in an elevator within a steampunk setting. So it's super exciting, and it's a real challenge to the music makers. I can't wait to hear what they do. Here's the trailer. There we go. Really cool crossover there. Massive shout out to Kelly Biones, the organizer of Dreamflix, for you know, obviously helping put together that collaboration. And as you can see, Dreamflix itself is well underway now. Asset production has started, the soundtrack has started, film production will start next week. And I'm super excited to see what happens with it. It's going to be cool. Dreamflix is awesome. Season 1 was great. Season 2 is going to be cool too. Now let's move on to Temple of Doom, Quest for the Chest. This is a game that came out a long time ago, and it has also featured within these collections in the past. But this is my personal like highlight of the week collection, and you know, it's a game that I've been playing again recently, and I do believe that it does deserve still more attention than it has had in the past. It is a game that's very similar to Jump King. We're only going to show it off for a brief moment here, as I am going to pick up the pace a little bit. I feel like I've been dilly-dallying. These are supposed to be quick showcases, but here we go. So I control this character in this pixel world, 2D platformer, and basically the longer that I hold jump for, the higher and the farther that I jump. You know, very much Jump King in that respect, and that's cool. It's not a problem at all, because it's got its own aesthetic, its own world. It's a lot of fun, its own level designs. Oh, we're doing too good here. This game's dangerous. Like, there's a part of this game that is incredibly frustrating, that makes you not want to play it, but also there's a part of it that makes you just want to keep playing it, because when you get into the rhythm, it's amazing, and you also just want to be so determined to beat it. This is going far too good. Let's just keep it going for now. Oh, flip. Yeah, look. That is Temple of Doom, Quest for the Chest. It's amazing. It's an MM pick, it's not new, but I do believe it deserves a lot more attention than it has had. Now, let's have Witch World from Helen of Boy. This is another early access title. Oh no, it's not. Wait a minute. It's done. Oh, when did this get done? Flippin' G, that is super exciting. Okay, it was actually a little while ago. I thought it was still in early access. This is amazing. This is Witch World from Helen of Boy, a game that I played in early access, and now it's out of that, and I thought it was still in it, but I just wanted to highlight it more, and now it's actually finished. This is amazing. Here we go. I'm only going to play it for a minute or two just now, but like for the purpose of the showcase, but I will definitely be doing a full playthrough of this at a time. Like, this is amazing. Helen of Boy is marvellous. They've got such a unique vision. So look at this character creator here. First off, right, you get to choose posture. I'm going to go with that sort of posture. I like that vibe. We're going to go with this sort of round face. We like that. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We're going to go that. We're going to go that. And we're going to go that. Now we're going to cycle some colours. We're going to be ginger. And we're going to wear pink. And we're going to wear red shoes despite everything else being pink. Also, our eyes are going to be like that. Beautiful. Absolutely vibing. Now, let's go. I love this game. Lets you like really customize yourself in an amazing way. Even your weapon, like look here, we've got the frying pan, we've got the pickaxe, we've got the scythe, we've got the sword. We've got the staff. I'm going to go with the frying pan. I always do. Let's go. Initiate. We did embarrass ourselves in the capital, to be fair. But it's a shame that we got sent away. Amazing. Alright, let's go. The Tarot Porter's taken us. Let's confirm our character. But that's amazing. That introduction sequence wasn't there the last time I played. The story is getting to my heart. See, you just got to find someone to help. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's so lovely. And here we go, seeking book donations for the Church of the Living Circle just outside the city. Safety warnings and then celebrations, congratulations. Here's something that's really cool, right? And this is something that blew me away when I initially played the game. Look at this map. Look at this. This is incredible. Such a beautiful map. The whole world like is beautiful and amazing and incredible, and we're like, you know, you have to explore it to find characters and then just help them and do quests with them. But the map is amazing, the world is amazing, the way it's put together. It does remind me and give me slight vibes of things such as, you know, like Wander and Dragflower, in Flow World, just the style and the, like, you know, the one sculpt sort of, like, I don't know, but it's like, it's amazing, I love it. Like, look at the map. Even the way that it shows you your position on the map as well is really clever. That's something it never used to do. And then the way you zoom from the map, like, into the world, it's just beautiful. And you just have to explore the world and meet people and do quests for them. We should really donate some books, if we got some books. But let's talk to the mechanic. Here we go, let's ask them if they need help. Yeah, here we go. He just needs some things from across the valley. I said he, just mean they, you know? We're all just people here in Twin Valleys. But this is amazing. Like, for the purpose of the showcase, I feel I have to move on in a moment. But I now want to, like, now that I know it's finished, I want to do a full playthrough. Again, that's something else that's going to be coming up at some point. That's going to be super cool. I urge everyone to go and play Witch World. It's finished. And it's amazing. It's an incredible world filled with secrets and beauty. And I do believe and I hope that it will be getting a lot more attention in the future as well. It definitely deserves it. I hope that people go and check it out. I love it. For now, we're going to move on to Caveman Adventure Zoo from Dorian, and you have to help a caveman find all of his zoos. This is made mainly using the brand new Square Fleck, I believe, and it's an example of how people can put together pixel art in a way that is, like, easier and possibly more accessible nowadays. Again, I'm not going to play the whole thing just now, although it is a very quick speedrun thing where you just have to collect 100 of these as fast as you can. But it's great to see Dorian putting some of the new tools to use, and this is like a fun little mini game. I can already imagine people looking for a high score on this, and having, oh dear, missed that one, and having a lot of fun doing so. Currently, I do appear to be the #1, which is not something that I saw coming. I only played it once. I've only played it once. It's not like I spent time replaying that to figure it out or anything. I've only played it once, but that's cool. We've now got Dreamwalk 2, which is a super exciting new release from Dream Queen. This is of course from Media Molecule, and they put together a kit and they asked people to make their own Dreamwalk scenes, and then they compiled all of those scenes together into a dream. It's not finished yet. This is simply the first update, putting together the things that have been submitted so far, and if anyone would like to get involved, then they still can. They've got, you know, approximately another 2 weeks to put together a sort of Dreamwalk scene to be included within this stream here that we're going to have a quick showcase of. So here we go. And it's, you know, the Dreamwalk initiative initially came around approximately 2 years ago during the first wave of lockdown when people were just stuck in the houses. And so, you know, an idea was come up with to have people put together scenes and allow everyone to just go on a walk together throughout various places. This is a sequel to it, just because it's a cool thing. It's spring, and it's also got the new feature of having stars to find. And it is just a collection of community-made scenes in which you can go for a walk, and you never quite know where you're going to go next. I would love to put one together myself. If I can find the time, I'd love to put one together myself. I just haven't managed to yet. And here we go. You just never know where you're gonna go every time you walk through a portal. Where you're gonna end up. It's really cool. It's Dreamwalk 2. Get involved. All you have to do is put together a scene, and then like submit it on In Dreams. And you know, it doesn't have to be fancy. You can just have fun putting something together. I definitely plan on doing it myself. I just need to get around to it. We now move on to Arcology from Tricobout. This is an entry into the Green Game Jam, and it's a walking simulator where you can learn some things and have fun in this wonderful environment with a really cool remix of Hyperpop from Putazuka and Orion Valentine. There we go. So we can find a sleeping carnivorous plant, find out about solid state wind power. We just found out about the solid state wind power. There we go. Here's amazing trees. Techno-organic supercomputers. This tree and its siblings have been genetically crafted for maximum photosynthesis and carbon dioxide intake. A number of custom enzyme pathways are available to take that carbon and refine it into other substances. Also,
555 FM, where the ads are longer than the music. 555 FM.
It can play MP3s. I think it actually is playing this music right now. What a tree. And that is amazing. These are just some of the things to uncover there. An absolutely marvellous stream from Tricobout. Educational, made for the jam, and a fun scene to explore with a banging anthem. We now move on to a submission to the Green Game Jam from Falco Rich. This allows you to upgrade or buy new additions to your farm with your profit. The game saves automatically, and it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. It is sustainable agriculture. Again, I can only play it for a minute or two, because that's just the nature of this showcase, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm excited, like with a lot of these games, for people to like update them over time as well, because it's not just about the jam, it's about like life. You know, dreams are for life, right? We appear to be struggling to harvest right now. Wait a minute. I was playing this earlier and it was fine. Wait a minute. Alright, here we go. Yeah, sorry. A little bit of brain moment there. Now let's upgrade to a truck. There we go. Upgrade. All about the upgrades. Don't have 200,000 though. Here we go. Such a compelling game. And we are going to leave it there, but I know I'm going to be back. It's absolutely marvellous stuff from Falco Rich. It's the sort of thing that I was hoping for from this jam. And we've now got Urban Garden Planner from Donut Mutt, which doesn't necessarily have the business management aspects of the previous one, but it does allow you to build like your own little garden here. So there's some planters, right? Put them there. No problem. In fact, we shouldn't have done that. Remove them, right? Now let's have trellis like this, right? We're making a garden for the tourists here. It's not necessarily the most like efficient farm. There we go. Anyway, it's really cool, isn't it? It's Urban Garden Planter from Donut Mutt. Another absolutely marvellous like simulation type game coming out from the Jam. We've now got Un Pueblo Florido from Anime Boy 0021 and Arepera. It's a flowery town. Let's check it out. Here we go. Welcome to the town, Val de Flore. It is a beautiful place, but it needs some love. Please help us pick up the garbage. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, hey, don't worry about it. It's okay, it's okay. I'm happy to help. There we go. We just planted loads of daisies and they're going to take a little bit of time to grow, but that's okay. We planted them, that's the main thing. I don't know if we've got the time for them to grow in this showcase, if we're going to try to keep it as short as we can. But this is a really fun experience and I do love like sort of doing these rows of flowers, and then when they do grow, like it's beautiful. Especially when you mix them around, and everyone has this unique experience because everyone's flowers are different. You know, everyone's putting different flowers in different places. Already you can see some of them growing. Obviously the ones in the sun are growing more than the ones that aren't. It's really cool, and I urge people to go and make their own gardens and take photos. We now have Teratech Garden Initiation from Tebif, and as a new member of the Teratech team, you will be using highly experimental equipment to save the planet. What could possibly go wrong?
Hello, Gardener. In case you haven't been briefed, you're here to restore this site so we can repurpose it for farmland. I'm sure you'll fit right in. In the back of the van, you'll find your garbage, antimatter restoration, duplication, entanglement, nexus, or garden for short. There's also a manual, so please read it. We wouldn't want you vegetating yourself. Oh, and I hope you showered today. If not, God help you. This particular site you're at has been a dumping ground for a while now, so you'll have to work a little harder just to get it to our standard. Because the device manipulates atoms, be sure not to breathe near the end of the barrel, or you'll be 6 feet under pushing daisies. Literally.
So there we go. Basically, we've got to get rid of all of this, and then we've got to plant stuff, and it's really cool. It's a fun tutorial, cool voice acting, and there we go. Now that we're charging up the gun by sucking in all of this pollution and stuff, well, you know, waste, we're able to like then fire it out and to grow stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. I do urge people to go and check it out and play the full thing and rid this environment of all of its garbage. But we are going to have to move on for the purpose of the showcase for now. It's amazing though, right? It's really cool. Look at that tree. Boom. We've done it. We're starting it. We're doing good here. This is how you know you're doing good, when a tree this beautiful crops up on the planet, you know. Amazing job from Tebif. Teratech Garden Initiation. And we now move on to Village Builder 3 from Gamerino, which is super exciting as well. It's got a fun tutorial with its own voice acting, and yeah, it's really fun. Here we go.
Hallo, wer bist du denn? Ein Wichtel? Ich bin der Herrscher dieses Dorfs hier, König Gemero. Mein Volk glaubt daran, dass ihr Wichtel eine große Hilfe für uns sein könnt, wenn wir euch begegnen. Aber schau dich doch zuerst mal um. Wenn du über einer Sache in der Welt schwebst, erhältst du Informationen darüber. Momentan verfügt mein Dorf über nur 3 Gebäude. Einen Baumeister, einen Holzfäller und einen Träger. Der Legende nach kennt ihr Wichtel neue Bauideen, die über uns in den Wolken schlummern. Nun, wir könnten etwas mehr Nahrungsversorgung gebrauchen. Siehst du dort oben irgendwo eine Bauidee für einen Garten? Wenn du sie gefunden hast, greif sie dir. Greif danach nach dem Garten. Wenn du ihn ausgewählt hast, dann greif nach einem bebaubaren Graslandfeld, damit wir wissen, wo wir den Garten errichten sollen. Auf der anderen Seite, diese mickrigen Gärten sind doch eine eher ineffiziente Nahrungsquelle. Gibt es dort oben nicht irgendwo noch andere Möglichkeiten, wie wir uns Nahrung beschaffen könnten?
So this is a fun village builder from Gamerino, and like with a lot of Gamerino projects, it can take a little bit of getting used to, just with the UI and stuff, but once you do get used to it, then you totally understand. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. But the ideas and the projects themselves are like really cool. I've always been a big fan. There we go. See, it just took me a moment. Sometimes with these things, when I'm featuring them in this thing at the end of the week, I've maybe not played them since like the start of the week, so it takes a little moment to get back in. This garden produces carrots. I love this. I love the sound effects. I love the whole thing. Gamerino is known for making their own sound effects within Dreams, and I do love it. I think it's really cool. And yeah, no, I know this is, you know, this is just a quick little showcase. I mean, the idea here is that ultimately, like, I'm pulling people in to play the experience, and I myself will be going back to it as well. I do find that with a lot of Dreams, often a scoreboard will like lead to like even more repeated plays. Even a silly scoreboard such as like amount of times played or something, people always love a scoreboard. But it's really cool. I mean, it's Village Builder 3. I want to go back to it. It's just for the purpose of this, I'm trying to do like 72 minutes, things in about 72 minutes. We've now got Naughty Pet from Super Afro Boy. And this is a game in which you have to knock over as many things as you can before the music stops. We're not going to be able to stay until the music stops. It's about 5 minutes long, and we're probably overrunning by quite a bunch, to be honest. It's been quite, like, I've been going slow this week, somehow. Maybe because I'm doing it late on a Saturday night. They're normally a bit faster paced, these things, but that's okay. This game's really fun. We are the Naughty Pet, and we've got to knock things off. There we go, there we go. Amazing. Naughty Pet from Super Afro Boy. We've now got Brocco TV Plus, episode 2 from Bamateus. And this is like, you know, the third Brocco TV game. I've played them all, I've thumbed them all up, they're all great. If you like weird horror, then you will like it. Look at the dream map. You never know what's coming next in these games. And this is the second week in a row where they've made one. And it's cool to see them, like, finally, sort of, I say finally, but it's just cool to see them sort of have this production schedule of 1 per week. Having, like, now that they've come up with the format, they can just, like, keep it going, you know? It's really cool. If you like weird horror things in Dreams that genuinely, like, you never know what you're gonna get, because it's just like, you get sucked into these weird experiences made by the creator that are all very different and not even necessarily connected, except they kind of will be connected because based on their previous work, like, I'm sure they're going to find a way to connect it all in the end. You genuinely never know what you're going to get from these. Okay, here we go. It's almost like the person makes a different experiment every week and they use Brocco TV as the format of delivering that experiment to you, which is interesting, I find. I think it's cool. I would be interested in other people potentially doing other things. Look at this. Look at them, they're loving it. Just got to take a photo of this. The creator's gonna like that photo. You know what I mean? Just chilling, just vibing, yeah? Guys, I was just chilling. I just wanted to dance with you guys. Guys, I just wanted to dance with you. Here's the thing with Brocco TV Plus, right? Genuinely, they're all very different. You're like, you might be watching that thinking like, oh yeah, third person shooter, Peace Walker thing. This definitely was Peace Walker-esque, right? But like, they're all different. You know, this is a sort of FNAF type thing. And then the previous one is like a sort of noir adventure type thing. They're all different and they're all interesting, and yeah, this person's worth a follow. Check it out. Now, rounding out this section, we've got Musicalia from Glitch Me Up. This is not a new dream, I have featured it in the past. It's got plenty thumbs up, it's even got an Impy nomination. But it's something that I was just playing for fun recently for the first time in a while. And I do think it's still deserving of more love and more attention. I know it has had an Impy nom and stuff, but like, compared to a lot of other Impy nominations, it's not got a lot of thumbs up. So I'm always happy to give it a little shout out as it rounds up this thing for the week. Now let's put a dropper up here. Let's go. Whoa, I messed that up. Wait a minute, where are we? Yeah, no, we don't want that. That's terrible. Wait a minute. There we go. Right, now. Okay, now get another dropper over here. Right. Get in a bit of trombone. And then a bit of trumpet. Right, wait a minute, watch this. There we go, there we go. No. You can have a lot of fun with Musicalia. I plan on having more fun with it. Now that rounds out the stuff to play section for now. Let's come back to the stuff to watch section with Tiernan Monster entrance number 2 from Taibshila. They make it sound like it's a wrestling thing, don't they? Everyone, raise the noise for the Tiernan Monster. This is really cool, right? Absolutely amazing, and I've stopped it there for the purpose of this showcase in order to tease you in and have you check out this collection and watch the rest of it for yourself. But it is marvellous from Typeschlat. I'm a massive fan of their work. We're now going to play the start of When You Want to Be Productive from Raining Stars Animations.
Ah, feels so good today. I should do something productive.
Productive? He said productive.
I guess I want to read that book, laying over there for a long time.
We gotta do something.
Hey, do you remember when you were gonna buy that book? The cashier said he ran out of receipt paper and then you said thank you?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, listen, I can give you a list of your ridiculous mistakes.
Or maybe I want to play a game with my friends.
But last night you told me you have no friends.
Well, I faked that scenario to make myself cry.
What if you're actually a burden to them?
Yeah, what if it's not really fake?
They never invite you to join their games.
They never reach out to you, not even asking how you're doing.
And they ignore you as much as they can.
Even your parents are embarrassed by your presence.
Everyone hates you.
You can't fit in anywhere.
What a cliffhanger to leave it on, right? That is not finished, and you will want to stick to the end. It's got a lovely little ending, but what a cliffhanger to leave it on. That is When You Want to Be Productive from Raining Stars. We've now got an entry to the Green Game Jam from Magawan. It's called Sustainability and Genetic Engineering, and it's very interesting. It's about 5 minutes long. It's got lots of reading, lots of information. I'm only going to play a moment or two for now for the purpose of the showcase, but massive fan of massive fan of them in general. See, it's interesting. Like, I've not done up the reading on this topic as things currently stand, so I don't know where I stand or anything. But it's just interesting that they're talking about a thing that they read about, and just what they believe about it. And I think it's interesting that people can make these sorts of creations within Dreams. I do see like the value in these sorts of creations. Just people like just having a chat, but also putting together this like amazing animation while they're having it. It's really cool. I mean, it's very interesting and it's very well put together. I neither agree or disagree with it as things stand at the moment, but it's a very well put together production, and I am a massive fan of Magawan. I need to do my own research. It's just one of these things that makes you think, and then makes you want to do research, and that's an interesting thing within Dreams. We've now got Astrotopographer Sightings reveal trailer from Camo HQ. Camo HQ is the creator of Pet That Dog, which I believe is an absolutely marvellous dream. It's been featured various times by me and in other places. I believe it deserves a lot more thumbs up. I feel like a lot of people probably load it up and don't necessarily realise how deep or far it actually goes. But that's their loss, right? I'm excited for this new project, and here's a trailer for it. There we go. Very intriguing. I can't wait to play it. The games of Camo HQ are really interesting. Like with so many creators within Dreams, they have unique ideas, and it's great to see them put those ideas together and to have a platform to do it on. I'm intrigued. I think it's going to be cool. Now, in the bottom left section of the collection this week, we are shouting about Cheese Wheel. And this is not a new collection that I've put together, it is simply a collection of cheese wheels so far, as well as the cheese wheel template, and also something to maybe entice people into making a cheese wheel, because I can imagine a cheese wheel made out of all of these. So, you know, we're shouting about cheese wheel, let's bring cheese wheel back. There's no reason for it to be forgotten about, right? Cheese wheel levels are amazing to put together. I might even do one myself if I can find the time. There's also a link here to the latest High Score Wars, and now this was the final High Score Wars of the season, and both of the captains are standing down. However, it's not over. I do actually have 2 other captains lined up, and it will be returning in about 3 weeks. We're having a 2-week break, and then we're coming back, so I guess that's 3 weeks, yeah. And it's going to be cool. I don't know why I've not announced who the captains are yet, and I'm not going to do it now either, but it will happen, like it is happening, and it's cool, it's exciting, I'm excited about it. It's going to be a different vibe. Kataya and Keld were amazing captains, and like, great shout out to them, but it's going to be cool, it's going to be cool, always, you know, looking towards the future. And yeah, Team Kataya did win the season, which means that overall they did beat Team Keld throughout all of their seasons. But yeah, that's going to come back in approximately 3 weeks with 2 new captains. It's going to be cool. Now, the creator spotlight for the week is on the Big Pierre. They're an amazing creator within Dreams. I'm sure that some of you are familiar with them. They're not exactly a hidden gem, for they have got creations with many thousands of thumbs up. But I've never featured them in this manner before. I've only ever had some of their individual creations like over here. And they do have a wonderful back catalogue. Like really, these 4 creations here in particular are my favourites. I think they're the most impressive. They're very interesting as well. It's another example of someone with a unique vision who comes onto Dreams in order to like use, well, just to express that unique vision, really. I think they're cool, I think they're great, go check them out. This is just a selection of their titles, but there are hours and hours of gameplay within them. In community events this week, there is of course Community Events TV, where you can keep up with all sorts of things. But there's also Dreams Fest, that's still going strong. It's an opportunity for everyone to get involved in the Dreamiverse, no matter what you do. If you make games, then you can make a game. If you do art, you can decorate a tent or a bungalow. If you do music or animations, you can get involved with music and animations. Dreams Fest is hype, I can't wait for it. It's going to be really cool, do get involved. We've also got the weekly Dream Sounds Visual Jam, this time it's the Anipo 9 Vault Jam. There's this whole selection of music here, and you just have to pick one, and then make some sort of thing for it. It could be a video, a picture, a game, an experiment, just anything, just use the music really. It's always a joy to see the music used. This week's Dream Sounds Jam is a crossover with Dreamflix. People have to make music based on the theme of Music Lesson, and also it's going to be in an elevator within a steampunk setting. So that's interesting. It's going to be really cool. As always, it's just a bit of fun, making music within Dreams and sharing it with each other, but also with the opportunity to have that music featured within Dreamflix, and that's exciting. There is a brand new community event here that I am super excited about. This comes from Nefrendril, and this is Community Garden 1. Every single week they are looking to put together this challenge for the community to put together different flowers, and then they will showcase these flowers within scenes. And I've been a massive fan of their asset work and also the way they put scenes together for a long time. So to have them do that sort of, you know, more officially in a sort of community jam basis is really cool. It's a great way for everyone to get involved. All you have to do here is make a lily of some sort. And it really could be a lily. of any sort, you know. Tiger lily, calla lily, peace lily. There are lots of options available. If you're not familiar with lilies, you can always look it up on Google as well. There's no shame in that. Use a reference. Just make a flower, and then your flower, your lily specifically, can be put into the the showcase scene, and it will be really cool. It's a community garden. I really can't wait, and if I get the courage, I might even make one myself. It's a really fun project. You can make a flower in a short period of time, and I do look forward to seeing what everyone does. Already, there's been these submissions here, and yeah, these are wonderful. There's Gary the Hot Soup with a higginbana, and there's the Scud with a water lily. Really cool, and I look forward to more. It's always great having new community events. Also, there's the weekly PDHM stuff here. You can always get involved with that. This week, the weekly is Unscary Monsters, so that's exciting. That would be cool. Super excited about that. Also, Search and Shape from Lee's Lady is going strong. This has all sorts of interesting prompts where you can help out. So just get involved there. It's really cool. There's also this brand new challenge from Pierogi Boy, in which they're asking people to use some of the new maths tools to put together various, various patterns, basically. All the information that you need to get involved is here. And I'm super excited to see what people do, as always. So many amazing community events. I just realised there's a game here that we somehow didn't play, so I'm going to play that now. This is Metal Miracle Sol Gardenum from Dino X11. The people of Earth have built agri-domes to maintain food supply from farms in nature in response to the rising toxic mucks. The robot Sol Gardenum was created with the perfect tools to enhance farming and cleanse the mucks once and for all. This is really cool. This is a top-down action game, and I can't believe I somehow skipped over it. I think it's because it was so big, somehow. But we're going to give it a little showcase now, and it's really cool. If you're very good at it, then you can complete it in about 2 minutes. But I need to practice a bit more before I'm that good at it. It's really cool though. Right up my alley. So stylish, and it's great to see Dino put some of their mech characters to use, because we've been loving their mech showcases for a long time, of course. But now we've actually got a game featuring one of their mechs, and I think that's really cool. I'd love to see more as well. This is just, one quick little thing made for the jam. And I'd love to see more. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, here come the sunbeams. I do think it's great how they have genuinely, they have shown that they can make a top-down twin-stick action game, but you're using it to plant stuff. And it's almost like a demo, because ultimately, I can imagine it definitely getting expanded more. Way, way more. Not even an expansion of this, but just, taking the mechanics and, yeah, it's amazing. Really cool, right? And now the game proper begins. But we're going to leave it there as a little tease. I want you all to play it for yourselves. And I'm sure it's probably going to do well in the jam, right? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure that it will get more attention in the future once it does. Now, as we move up here, we have a brand new Dreamview Weekly Roundup from It's Gen Sim. There's 5 titles here, all marvellous, and you can read more about them using this link. In Kits of the Week, we've got Sci-Fi Interior from Oru, who is a marvellous, relatively new curator on the scene. They're a high level here, but they only started making collections literally a few weeks ago. And they've got a bunch of good collections, they're pretty cool. This is Sci-Fi Interior, and it's everything you need for some sort of sci-fi interior. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Here, we've got Realistic Flora. This is also from Oru, just showing their curation muscles. And it's just all sorts of cool realistic flora, you know. It's cool. And then over here, we've got Into Light 2, the General Asset Collection, which is more exciting than it might sound at first, because what this confirms is that Into Light 2 is being created. And if we go to like the profile here, it is confirmed. It's a prequel to Into Light, but it's, you know, it's like Into Light 2. If you don't know Into Light, it is a really cool picked sort of parkour puzzle platformer. It's well worth your time. It's really cool. It's a long form game. And the sequel is officially in development, and already you can see some of the assets that will be used in the sequel, and I'm sure that they will be adding to this over time, just as they did with their collection for the first game. So it's worth keeping an eye on and following for updates for new elements, etc. Up here, we of course have information about Dream Sounds, the music jam, and the video jam. Dream Sounds is every Monday at 9 PM, the video jams are every Saturday at 9 PM. Here, we have a brand new song from Wargarble that I might as well play. It's beautiful. Amazing, and that's Wargarble's latest track, Where Am I Going? Also, there's a song here from Desk Drawer called Ready and Updated that makes use of some of the new tools in the 2.44 update. It's well worth checking out, and I'm sure you'll be hearing it on Monday's Dream Sounds, which is also worth checking out. In the Make a Game section, we've got something rather exciting. It's not new, it has been out for a few weeks, but I would love to shine more of a light on it, because I do see a lot of potential within this. I would love for lots of community members to get involved in this as well. It's Grab Bag from Kinardo, which is a WarioWare style micro game collection that features a template for people to make their own games, which will be added into the Dream. There we go, we stole lightning from the gods. Here we go, round 2. Push, alright, let's push. Let's go. There, oh. Epic dab. Okay, round 3. Cook and serve. Oh, I'm not good at this one. Well, there we go. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I missed. I missed the plate. Alright, count. 6. Beautiful. Anyway, look, that is Grab Bag, okay? Down here is a template with which you can make your own little mini games for this. The only rule is that they're approximately 5 seconds long. All the information's here. Canardo's done a great job of, like, you know, giving you like access to it all. Everything you need is also here. It's just a case of coming up with an idea that people can play within 5 seconds, a silly little 5-second game. If you remix this, Canardo will include it within the game, provided that it's obviously not like inappropriate or copyrighted or whatever. You know what I mean? I would love to see more people do this, and yeah, please get involved. I think there's a lot of potential within it. Think Marble Multiverse, but with a WarioWare style game. You know what I mean? And there is room for potentially like hundreds overall, and that would be amazing. The more variety that there is, then the better. It's really cool. We've also got the Spill the Beans kit from Mr. Supreme Magic. This is a game that came top 10 in the recent jam. It's similar-ish to Wibble Wobble or to Mr. Fruit Bowl. You're a tin of beans, you've got to not drop your beans. You know, that's it, and it's cool. But there's a kit here with which you can make your own levels, and I do look forward to people potentially making their own levels. Great job, Mr. Egg Lego, in putting that kit together. In the Hot New Instruments section, we've got a new bass from Bean Bob 101, which is always exciting. Any Bean Bob, anytime. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to hearing that. We've also got a collection here from CE Entertain PS, which is generated instruments. There's a bunch of things here. They're all really cool. Now, moving on to the showcases section, we have Green Living from Fuchssphere 82. Give sustainability a home. It does all start at home, doesn't it? Charity begins at home, preservation begins at home. You've got to look within yourself, you've got to start at home, and then things can spread from there outwards. It's a beautiful scene from Fuchssphere, I'm a massive fan. We also have Mushrooms from Ragnar VE. Now this creation actually contains a time-lapse video on the person's Twitter, which is super interesting to watch. It's the entire creation process from start to finish in approximately 2 minutes, but obviously sped up. It's really cool to see. It's a beautiful scene. And great job Ragnar VE, been a fan for a long time. We've got this from Disarmed, which they sculpted live on Twitch. I just said from Disarmed. It's from, in a sense, 48. It's called Disarmed. But they made this live on Twitch, and because they do stream now, and their streams are pretty cool. They put together things like this live on stream. Their sculpting skills are marvellous. Of course, they're part of A Sense of Magic Productions, alongside Magical One. And this is beautiful, right? Look at it. They've got such an amazing style and such great skills. And look at these feet. Look at the feet. It's just amazing. The whole thing is marvellous. We now move on to Train Stop from Booman2284. This is a penguin just waiting for the next train, but it's really cool. It's use of the square fleck that came out in the recent update, and it's marvellous use of it, and it shows how much easier pixel art can now be put together using that fleck. Dorian showed us that earlier with his own game as well. I do look forward to more sort of pixel related experiences within Dreams moving forward now that there's this new fleck. Also, we have Caveman Gets to Hug Sealy from Dorian. This is super cute. If you don't know, Sealy is a creation from Raining Stars. It's a looping animation and it's remixable. It featured on the recent MM stream. It's absolutely adorable. And it's remixable, which means that you can technically take them, or take this scene and put them wherever you want, right? You could build a forest, you could build a beach, you could build a city, you could build a concert hall, you could build a submarine. Let's just see Sealy like going through all sorts of different places for a laugh. But Dorian's done this amazing, beautiful scene here where their caveman hugs Sealy, which is just nice. You know, it's nice, isn't it? There we go. Just give Sealy a hug. Absolutely beautiful, Dorian. Great job. We now move on to the last autumn one from Hebbiana, and it's part of a larger area that they are making, and they need to fix the skyline. But look, I think it's marvellous, even without like the fixes and stuff, or the larger area. Just look at this, it's beautifully put together. Like, I love the transition between the countryside and the future city. Like, I don't know. It's kind of ominous, but it's also beautiful. This could be a dystopia, or it could be a paradise. Genuinely, it could go either way. I don't know. It has vibes of both. And it's really great work. They're a great creator. Here we have Herbert from Foxy Cart 9. It's a sculpt. I wasn't aware necessarily of their work prior to this, and it's a nice sculpt of a character. It's really well done. It's got life. It's amazing. Really, really well done. We've also got live satellite feedback from Televised Eyes. This also featured on the recent stream, and it's a beautiful scene that you get to experience from multiple angles. Televised Eyes is a wonderful artist. They're worth checking out within Dreams, as is anyone featured within this collection, really. As always, if you enjoy the work of somebody, I do recommend that you give them a follow. Not only will that make it easier for you to find their future works, but it's going to make them smile, isn't it? It's going to make them smile. It's going to keep them more motivated to keep making things. Ultimately, you know, giving thumbs up and following people helps the Dreamiverse go round. We've now got Diego from Dionisio Cardenas. I didn't reset progress, so we didn't start off at the first scene, but this is a wonderful use of some of the new tools as well, and a really cute scene from a top creator. Really beautiful, really cute. Amazing. I do look forward to more works from them. Here we have Portrait 2 from Jovark. Jovark's been very busy this week, doing all sorts of wonderful stuff. This is not even the only portrait they've done. They've also done this one here, which is also marvellous. And and The Adventure Continues Tomorrow is also really cool. But right now we're looking at Portrait 02, which is made with the brand new square fleck. And there are parts of this, especially the hair, that almost look like they could be cube smear. But they're not cube smear, they're square fleck. An amazing job, Jovark, putting that all together. So well done. It's really cool. And it only took them about 75 minutes apparently as well. What a talent. We've now got Shoreline Water Effect from Ape Monkey Boy 21. And this is also like featuring things from the new update. This ocean is a bake to paint experiment. It's a really nice ocean, really well done. And of course you can mix around with all of the like options here at the bottom, but the main attraction is the water that is used, well, that is baked to paint. It's really well done, it's really cool. Oh, there we go. We've now got Abandoned Tech from Canadian Jedi. This is just their latest scene, of which they have got lots, and they're all magnificent, aren't they? But just look at this. Yeah, what atmosphere, what lighting. I don't even have the words, you know, most of the time I don't have the words, but I especially don't have the words. Everything about it is just sumptuous. Like, this could be a photograph from the set of an upcoming sci-fi film, and you wouldn't question it. You wouldn't say, is it, or is it made in dreams? You just wouldn't question it at all. It's magnificent. We've now got Modern Home Sketch, May 4th, 2022, from Kitana 22. And this is like, they're like sort of, you know, part of like the Dreams Home project. Like a while ago, I put out a collection called Dream Homes, which features all sorts of things that you can use just to like put together houses and interior, like, you know, interiors really easily and stuff. And Kitana just recently found that and they put together this using it. But what is especially cool about this is that they actually did put together the house, literally like themselves and stuff. They used a modular kit, which I'm looking for very quickly here. I know they used it though. Wait a minute. I'm struggling to see it here because I saw it before though. Anyway, basically, they literally built this house. It's not like they just took a remixable house and then put things into it. They actually did like build this house using various parts of a modular kit, which is just really cool. It's a great kit. It is part of the Dream Homes collection. And yeah, they built this themselves using parts of that kit. Oh, there we go. Settlers of Kitaya. There we go. That's one way of getting around the copyright. There we go. Really well put together house from Keitana. Really cool. I would love to live there. I'd happily live there. And it is great to see people put together their own homes within Dreams, especially using like the Dream Homes kit, because it really does contain everything that you need. It's got it all, you know. In fact, this here is the modular kit with which Keitana built that house with. You can see here all of the parts that they used to build that. So there we go. It's really cool. You can just put together things quite simply using everything within this kit. It's awesome. Great job, Keitana. We now have Fisherman's Bay from Dorianu, and I do believe this is the final creation of the evening, and it seems like quite an appropriate one to end the evening with, because as I am about to tell Dorian to his face, it don't half make me seasick. Here we go. It's beautiful. It's really well put together. It's a beautiful scene. It's really cool. I love the details on the boat. It's really cool. I don't genuinely feel seasick, and I don't get seasick in real life. I have been on boats many times and I've never been seasick. But like, I do find that the boats may be rocking a bit too fast. And I know that I'm not the only person who holds that opinion, because I've watched other streamers as well. And like, I do feel like the boat might be rocking a bit too fast. I don't know. Apart from that, it's amazing though. But when the boat's rocking, don't come a knocking. That's what Dorian will say. And yeah, the boat and rock is from the Dreamiverse. Cool, cool. No, I mean the rocking of the boat though. The rocking of the boat. Oh, the boat. Oh, the rocking of the boat. Aye. No, that's fine. Don't worry. I think it's amazing. I'm just having a bit of fun. Because I know you're up for a bit of fun, Dorian. It's all good. This is an amazing scene. It's really well put together, and I do believe that brings us to the end of this weekly highlight collection. It's dragged on for a bit longer than I wanted it to, or rather than I expected it to, or planned it to. But look, we made it. It was like lots of creations in a relatively short amount of time. Amazing job, everyone involved. And if you want to play things within Dreams, then, you know, this is basically hours and hours and hours of things to play that you can play this week. Have a great week, everyone. I'll be back with a new one next time. Let's go.